What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood with another episode of Bob's Holly World. Today we're going to be reviewing this Princess Leia Organa figure. This is from The Force Awakens. This is Star Wars Black Series. This is the second Star Wars Black Series, and this scale, this 1/118 scale that I've owned. The first, which I got before I started doing video reviews, was Lando Calrissian. Still have him, obviously, and I've bought some more since, both in this level of articulation and the actual Black Series box. I just stumbled across some the other day for dirt cheap. And speaking of dirt cheap, I got this lady for really cheap at Walmart recently. Look at that. It didn't have a box. It didn't have a barcode on it. So I bought what I bought, and I took it up to the front with me when I checked out, and a woman gave it to me, I think, for like $2 or something like that. It was really cheap. Older woman, really nice. Just was like, hey, how about $2? And I was like, yeah, sure. Probably would have paid anything other than $13 for it. But yeah, it was cool. You know, the weird thing is, I ran into this at a Walmart, and then like that same week at a different Walmart, same thing, same figure, barcode missing. Didn't need it, so I didn't buy it. Because there was no guarantee that it would have been that same price, so I left it there. But I just thought that was really peculiar. But anyway, this is made by Hasbro for Disney. It's not for onion heads under the age of 4. There's a bio for Princess Leia. It says, despite all she has endured and lost in a lifetime of war, Princess Leia Organa continues to shine as a beacon of hope for the loyal soldiers of the resistance under her command. So yeah, this is cool, man. This is just a little Leia figure. I'm going to compare her to some other Leia figures I have when this is all done. But yeah, there she is. You can tell she didn't come with any accessories. I'm going to keep this background for myself. Put that back in there. Yeah, she doesn't come with any accessories. And yeah, it just says includes figure. So unless her clothing comes off somewhat, she doesn't have any accessories. And it looks like they do, though. They look like they're not attached. Yeah, this thing looks like it'll come off. But I don't have a need to take it off. Let's go ahead and look at her. She's in this really blue color. Part of me wants to say like cerulean blue, but I could be wrong. It doesn't need a label. It's blue. All blue. She's blue from head to toe. Well, not from head to toe, but from chest to toe, shoulder to toe. All blue, all one color. There's cloth goods at the front and the back. I want to see if it comes off, dude, honestly. It doesn't appear to be stuck anywhere, but it's not moving the way I would think it would. It's harder to get off if it comes off. I don't have to do that for this video. I just wanted to see. You can see their heads are still easy to come off, even in this this particular line, as opposed to like the 5 points of articulation figures. Let's see if she'll stand. She does pretty easily with the help of her gown. Let's look at the likeness. How much does she look like Carrie Fisher? I should probably turn my brightness down some. Come on. He does not want to cooperate. There we go. I had to turn the flash off real quick. And I would say they do a pretty good job of making her look like a older Carrie. Cool hairstyle. So there's not much flesh. There's her hands and her neck. You see there's a little bit of flesh color painting on that plastic on her for her clothing. And her neck is like she didn't wipe in her foundation. But other than that, like her hands, are pretty cool. She's got some rings on her fingers. For a second, I'm going to say, "Whoa, that's a big pink blemish," but that's her fingers. That's her nails. I mean, her rings. Body sculpt is cool. Let's do her articulation. She rotates 360 degrees at the head. As you saw, her head can come off. That's her crucifix, so pretty darn high. Arms rotate 360 degrees at the shoulder. It's a little bit harder to do it because of her shoulder pads, how they jut out like that, but not too much difficulty. Elbows, give me a second. Better than 90 degrees. Really thin arms, and they're going to rotate at that elbow. And hands rotate 360 degrees as well. Waist articulation, as you saw earlier, she can rotate 360 degrees at the waist. And there's motion. Her feet go up that high, or her legs rather. Knees bend. The legs go all the way back as well, but this, with her clothing, it's impossible to do it while she's wearing it. But if she didn't have this gown on, she'd be a nasty hoe. Legs, unfortunately, don't open at the hips, but she does have her knees bend. I mean, she rotates 360 degrees at that knee, as well as the foot pivots and rotates. I do not have my ruler, so I cannot get her height, but I can compare her to some other figures, some other Leias. So we have this Princess Leia, which was the first Leia I've ever reviewed, which is her from Rebels, I believe. She's taller than her younger self. Obviously, one's a cartoon. How the hell doesn't this want to focus? One's a cartoon. And then we can compare her to basically from the same time period, but 5 points of articulation figure. I think this figure is from The Last Jedi, however. So, and I like The Last Jedi one's face more. It looks more like Carrie Fisher. They both look good, but one just looks better. And they are about the same height. Let me pop these heads off real quick. See how well that works. And I've done that before. It doesn't go down on that ball. That head's too small, and this one's going to be too big then. You see it wobbles. And I've done that before with Jen. When I reviewed Jen Urso, I did her vintage collection, and I did her 5 points of articulation collection, or 5 points of articulation figure, and I swapped their heads. I like the one better on the 5 points of articulation, but obviously I wanted to display the more articulate Jen. So there you go, folks. That's Princess Leia Organa. Like, comment, subscribe, and let all your homies know where they can find me. B.O.B. It's right here at Bob's Holly World. Catch you next time. Peace.